Good evening, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay area of Queensland, Australia. Thank you for joining me. I think I've already said that, but I'm just, whoopsie-daisy. I'm just trying to find where I am here on my page so I can see who's here. And if you are watching me, please say hello. And if you're new, welcome. If you're a returning favorite, please say hello again. Oh dear, I need to swap that over. Facebook has changed how we do things, and you got to make sure that you've got the right profile, you're on the right page. It's been a bit of a pain and a bit of a learning curve, but it is what it is. And we can't do much about it, right? Okay, so this evening, I'm going to be doing a project for the Global Design Project. And this week's challenge is to case the designer, Emma Goddard. Now, if anyone follows Emma, you'll know that she does these amazing cards. And we're going to try and recreate this card here that she has kindly made. So for my case, we're going to I'm going to use the same kind of colorings. This looks on this is a copy of the actual card that's been printed out on my printer, and the color's not quite accurate, and it's a lot different to the actual what it looks like on screen. So I've decided that we're going to use the same stamp, and that's the Rays of Light stamp. It's a very large background stamp, and I've got that set up in my Stamparatus. For my greeting and for my words, I've grabbed the Amazing Thanks dies, and I'm going to actually I've already die cut You Are Amazing out of here. If you want to recreate this yourself, please feel free to use, there's also a shadow die that you can line up underneath the words themselves, and that would be another lovely option to do, and that would give you the look that Emma has here, that she's actually fussy cut this. No fussy cutting for me tonight. And I thought for the flowers, I would swap them out with these stars from Give It a Whirl dies. I thought that would be a nice, something nice and exciting to use. And I've already die cut those two just to save a little bit of time. I want to use the subtle Shimmer Sequins just to give it a little bit of bling. What else did I want? Tahitian Tide ink, and I've got a blending brush. I've also got Wink of Stella that I think that I will use on my words and on my stars. I've also got my bone folder and my Take a Pic tool beside me here. Oh, and you'll need a little bit of glue. No dimensionals. I didn't use dimensionals, but I'll show you what I have done. All right. All right. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Bev. Glad that you could make it tonight. Okay, so I will put that out the road, and I'm going to, whoops, that's all my all my die cutting, and I'm going to grab, we don't need them, I'm going to grab my silicone sheet because we're going to be doing a little bit of gluing, and I like to just protect my work surface with that. So for this card, you're going to need a card base, and then I've got a matte layer that's been trimmed down possibly an inch, half an inch smaller on two sides, and that's going to give you a 1/4 of an inch border all the way around, like so. We're also going to need a piece of basic white for our stamping. Now I've just cut my A4 sheet lengthways down the center. You could, if you wanted to, you could cut it down to a 1/4, but I kind of felt that that was easy. That was easier for me, and I'll show you in a moment why I think that. I've also done a little bit of die cutting with these words and these stars. I won't get the stars out because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose them all, but I will show you what I've done with these words. Now I've actually die cut these 3 times, and I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that on camera. It's a bit hard in this light, but I've die cut that 3 times. And I did that because I wanted to give it a little bit of extra dimension, rather than putting dimensionals underneath it. If another option would be to use the foam, not the foam tape. Oh, I've lost the word, but there's foam that you can use in the catalogue that will also give you dimension rather. And I will just quickly show you this. Now I've put glue into one of these little bottles. You can grab these online, possibly even at Spotlight. No, just got to make sure I've got the right one. So that's the one that I've already glued 2 on, and I'm going to put just a little squirt of glue. I find this amazing when you've got, there's a lid somewhere, when you've got teeny tiny fiddly areas to glue, and I'm just going to stick that now on top, and I've done that with each of the others, and you can move it around and get it where you need it to be, exactly on top of the others. There we go. All right, so there we go. Okay, so, and I've done that with all 3 of those words. We can put that away. Right, now we will do our stamping, and I'm using the Stamparatus, and I'm going to use Tahitian tide, but so I get an idea of where I need to put my cardstock, I'm actually going to stamp this, and this is the small grid paper that's available, and you can buy that. It comes in a pad of 50 with 50 sheets, and it's sized to actually fit the Stamparatus, and it's a bit like the grid paper, the large grid paper that we have. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this is why I wanted a larger piece of basic white cardstock. I'm going to put this right over to where the edge of that stamping is, and I will put my magnet down. And what I've gone over here is it's inked up just one spot. And I'll close that. And then I'm going to get my blending brush and I'm going to just blend that ink out, in, out, to get like a distressed kind of image. Now I am a bit worried that it's gone to the edge too much because I kind of don't want it to go. I want it, where's Emma's card? Like hers is not quite perfect around the edges. So I'm going to now get my chamois and just take a little bit off the edges. Oops, that was way too wet. Oh gosh. And now I'll go back and try and I guess if you're not happy with how it comes, you can just flip your cardstock over and redo it. All right, so fingers crossed, everyone, that it stamps okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll, look at that. Happy with that, real happy with that. So I'm going to take that off, move that out the road, and now I'm going to get my paper trimmer. Yes, sorry, we will need a paper trimmer. And I'm going to trim this down. Now I want it to be just a tiny little bit smaller than what my matte layer was. Now my matte layer measures 3 5/8 by 5 1/4 inches, which is half an inch smaller than my card front. So because I want to go down, that's gone down half an inch, I'm going to go down a little bit more. So I'm going to take it off the top first. All right, so that was half an inch off my matte layer, off my card front. So I'm going to go down to 5/8 of an inch. We're going to turn it around, and I want to take it more because I want this to be more in the center of my card. So I'm going to take it off this side. All right, so that's half, that's down to 3 1/2. All right, fingers crossed that this has worked. Yes. So you've got that tiny little 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. Okay. Put that out the road. I'll grab my big bottle of Tombow and I'm going Tombow glue, and I'm going to stick that down. Turn it over and just press it. If you wanted to, and we might do that now, we might stick this onto the card front. Maybe just a little bit more on that side. I hope everyone's having a great week. Mine's just been a little bit busier, and I've decided that I was going to do some spring cleaning, start a little bit of spring cleaning this week. We'll flip that over. Just press that from the back. All right, so it's not quite, of course, it's not quite even. just try and move that over. Oh, it's not going to come. That's fine. Okay, so for this, we can go, you are amazing. So I'm going to stick my amazing down because I want it to be and I'm only putting little dots of glue in the larger areas. And this is this is amazing glue. It just holds everything so well. And I need a pair of tweezers, don't I? That would have been a clever thing to do. All right, so I'm going to just stick that down. Oh, stick. I'll just hold that there for a minute. That's it, Bev. Foam adhesive sheets. Thank you. Thank you. That'll teach me to write everything down. And I've got a little pink spot there. Yep, go on. All right. Now we're going to work out where we're going to, whether we can, where's the picture? Right, so I want to kind of, oops. You are amazing, kind of like that. Oh, much easier doing it when it's on a hard surface. Okay, I really need to find my tweezers. All right, where was I putting this? Kind of here, I think. Does that look straight? I do want it to be on a bit of a jointy angle, but it's kind of got to look straightish when it's all together. Oh. And then this one we're going to stick kind of over here, I think. I'm just seeing if I can get this where I need it to be. Kind of like that. What do you reckon, guys? Does that look all right? All right, now I've die cut a heap of these because I want to put 3 up the top in this corner maybe, and then three towards the bottom. Kind of want to do like that, and then we'll put, because Emma's got this thing happening top right, bottom left. So let's try and do the same. Oh, I don't know. Oh. All right. I might use my, if I use my take a pick tool, I've got the putty end here. I'll just add a, and if I unscrew this, all right. Now I didn't, if you wanted to, you could easily layer the stars up as well. Just spread that out a bit because this one's a bit bigger. You know, that would be, there we go. And when those are dry, I will add a little bit of, oh, just turn that one that way. Oh, my fingers must be just a little bit sticky. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at comments, I'm kind of concentrating here. There we go. That goes on now. Where's that lid? That goes on now. Now, these ones I actually want to put on the inside. So I've left, I will go and put them on, stick them on the inside. Do I go something like that? Just so that we've got a little bit of the front design in the center. Just continues with that, with the design. It also just gives you, it just finishes off your card as well, you know, like, yes, you don't have to do it, but I just think it just adds, there we go. Right, that goes there. All right, back to the front. And now I'm going to add a little bit of Winker's Stella. Oh, I just squeak it. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's way too much. Extra sparkly stars tonight. Okay, and very, very carefully go over your letters. And try not to touch the card or the stamping underneath, because you will activate that ink, because your Wink of Stella is liquid, possibly even water-based, I would imagine, and our inks are also water-based. So yes, you could get in a bit of a spot of trouble. You'd smudge it well and truly. There we go. Oh my word. All right. Bit of sparkle. Gotta love Wink of Stella. Now, last finishing touch is a little bit of a few of these. I'm going to just grab some and put them into, I need some of the silvery ones there. And we'll add is there a small silver one in there? Possibly that one. Just as a final, final touch, because you are amazing and you deserve all the bling that you can get. Hee. I don't quite like that there. Let's bring you down. And I might bring you down, and I might put, oh gosh, I'm not sure. Odd numbers, right? This is really doing my head in. What do you think, guys? Does that look quite like that? Right. Let's stick these down. Oh, can she do this left-handed? Probably not. Gluing left-handed isn't probably the clever thing to do. Doing anything left-handed if you're right-handed is probably not ideal. Now, I'm not too sure whether I can get this one to stick down, but we'll try, because I like that smaller one in there. Oh. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Oh, I'm liking this. And I wanted to use the colours that Emma used. Certainly doesn't have as many layers as hers, and I didn't really feel like fussy cutting like the clever girl that Emma is. She can fussy cut faster than anyone can die cut. It's amazing watching her fussy cut. Come on, where are you? There we go. Ah! All right. I'm not going to lift that up, guys. I hope you can see that on the screen, because until that glue dries, those little silver embellies will just fall off. But there we have it. All right, here's Emma's card. I didn't put twine on it either. I don't think it needs twine. But there you go. You are amazing. Big bold words. The die cuts in place of the flowers. She's got a little bit embellishments there. I don't know quite know what she's used, but yeah, so there you have it. All right, ladies and gents, what are those blingy bits called? Subtle Shimmer Sequins. Is that what you're after, Bev? Is that the ones? Oh, Sharon, no, you're amazing. I think you're fabulous. All right. All right, so that's it for me tonight, guys. I will be back next week. Oh, let me think. Next week. Yes. We are getting visitors Thursday and Friday, but it is Colour Inspiration Week next week, so that will be easy. I'll show you what I have made for that, recreate that card. So if there's any questions, please either message me or leave them in the comments. This will be going over onto YouTube as well, so and then I will take a photo and add this to my Facebook page so that everyone can see it. That hasn't quite stuck down properly there. All right, so there's the front, and then there's the inside. We could possibly, I think we need to put some Winker Stella on these ones as well, because they look a bit boring after seeing the other ones on the front. Okay. All right, everyone, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed that, and we will catch up with you all next week. There we go. All right, guys. See you all later. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye for now.